Hello mga kabadis! Andito na naman tayo sa ating Easy on Channel. At dahil Holy Week pa ngayon, ating gagawin ay ang Holy Week Special Dish number 6. At ito ay ang Sizzling Buttered Oyster with Buttered Veggies. Kaya samahan nyo ako sa video na to. Pero bago ang lahat, meron tayong tula para sa talaba. Ang talaba, binibiyak, pinipirat, sinisimsip, ninanamnam. Pero kapag pinabayaan, babaho yan. Ang talaba. Wow! Easy yarn! Ready na ang mga ingredients for our Holy Week special dish. At ito ay ang sizzling buttered oysters or talaba with buttered mixed veggies. Si oyster, sa palengke nabibili siya na tanggal na sa shells. And then, meron tayong umami moko. Hahalo natin siya sa marinade mamaya. Itong si oyster or talaba, i-steam natin siya for 10 minutes before marinating para yung texture niya hindi kumunat or hindi maging rubbery. Kasi pag minarinate natin siya directly na raw, kukunat siya because of the vinegar. So gagamit tayo ng half cup of isagon natural vinegar and then half cup of sweet and spicy vinegar. Of course, we'll use 1 teaspoon of pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt. And then of course, yung 1 tablespoon of umami moko, pampasarap sa marinade. And then, meron tayong breading for the deep frying of oyster. 1 cup of flour, all-purpose flour. Then we'll put half teaspoon of salt and then half teaspoon of pepper and then optional half teaspoon of sage and half teaspoon of oregano. So optional yung dalawang yon. Then itong si mixed veggies isosaute sa butter. So buttered mixed veggies siya. So ito yung ilalagay natin together with the deep fried oyster later. Sa ibabutter natin si deep fried oyster and then ilalagay natin si buttered veggies. First step is to steam the oyster or talaba for 10 minutes and then second step is to marinate for 30 minutes to 1 hour. And then saute the mixed veggies sa butter. And then, i-deep fry si oyster. And then, last step is to sizzle with butter sa sizzling plate. Si deep fried oyster and then ilalagay natin na rin si mixed veggies. First step is to steam oyster for 10 minutes. And then, after this, i-marinate natin siya for 30 minutes to 1 hour before we deep fry it. I-marinate na natin si steamed oyster or talaba. We will just pour the vinegar sa bowl. And then, that's the natural isagon vinegar. And then some sweet and spicy vinegar. So, para magkalasa si oyster or talaba. I add now the umami moko. And then ground pepper. And then a bit of salt. We'll leave this for 30 minutes and then i-deep fry na natin siya. On meantime, i-saute natin sa butter si mixed vegetables. Next step is to saute the mixed veggies in butter. We'll put some butter first, so this should not take long. We'll drop the mixed vegetables. We will saute this and then put some salt and pepper to taste. Cooking time for mixed veggies is 10 to 15 minutes. We'll now add some salt and pepper. Half teaspoon of salt and then half teaspoon of pepper. Until makook siya, i-mix natin every now and then. Na marinate na si oyster and then ready na si beaten egg. Meron akong dinagdag a pinch of salt and pepper to taste. And then of course si breading na ready na 1 cup of all-purpose flour and then half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of pepper, ground pepper, half teaspoon of sage, half teaspoon of oregano. So para magkalasa si breading. Itong si oyster i-dip natin sa egg and then i-mix natin sa flour. Then, i-deep fry natin siya. So, ganun ang steps or procedure. And then, ito si oil, preheat siya. On the side, naka-preheat si sizzling plate where we will butter the deep fried oyster. I-dip na natin si oyster sa egg and then sa breading before we deep fry them. So, mabilis lang pag deep fry kina oyster kasi steamed na siya, remember. Ang objective natin is to deep fry each oyster para maging crispy. Kasi masarap si oyster cooked that way. May iba kasi ayaw nila ng steamed oyster. Yung nagre-resist sila kainin yung oyster because of the texture, slimy texture. So kapag dinip fry mo siya, nagiging crispy and easier to eat. Mas yummy siya. So yun yung nagagawa ng deep frying. Nagiging crispy siya. Lalo na yung mga young people, ayaw nila ng slimy food. Hindi mo sila mapapakain ng Most young people resist eating seafoods because of that slimy texture. I'll now drop the oysters sa preheated cooking oil. Until mag-golden brown ang oyster sa deep frying, saka natin sila lilipat sa sizzling plate para i-butter. So we can now select some deep fried oyster. one at a time. Remember na steamed na yung oyster. Deep frying should not take that much time. Once nag golden brown, okay na siya. Nakook na yung flour, yung breading. At saka dinip natin siya sa egg, right? Lalagyan natin ng butter na sa kabila. And then, ko siya ng marinade para kumapit yung lasa. Okay, babatter natin. Almost done na tayo. Ilalagay ko na lang si vegetable. Si vegetable will sit beside we're done and ready na for serving si sizzling buttered oyster with buttered mixed vegetable. Easier! Ito na yung final output ng ating Holy Week special dish number 6. Ang sizzling buttered oyster with buttered mixed vegetable. Kakain na ang aking mga Junaris. Tatawagin ko na sina Soy na Medji at NJ. Soy! Pot! Medji! Pot!